Welcome to The Proactive Woman Presents the Uncomfortable Financial Conversations with Women. Are you avoiding the money conversations you know you need to have? We're talking financial stories, your financial fears, your financial future, and your financial superpowers. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning, Francine. How are you?
I am good. You're still building the wealth for the women. Now, we like men too.
Yes, we do.
We got to mention our sponsor today, JPFG Wealth Management. They provide the roadmap to get you to your financial destination in the most efficient way. So log on, learn more at jpfgwealthmanagement.com. If you want to be a sponsor, you can text the word sponsor to 704 412 2665. We're excited for our guest today. She is a certified money coach with Financially Mindful Society. You can join the society too. It is the amazing Shuntel McRaven. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm excited to have Shuntel because she answers the question. One thing I hear almost every week from women who are retired or nearing retirement or preparing for retirement is this: I wish I knew this when I was 25. Sometimes I wish I knew this when I was 35 or maybe even 45. But almost always there's a lesson that they wish they had learned sooner. They wish they had gotten a handle of this whole money stuff sooner.
Haven't you noticed younger women are being a little more ambitious about their future and the money?
And my 28-year-old tells me this all the time. I don't want to be 70 years old and still working. There's a desire for the younger generation to get this work-life balance thing down, and they want to start being prepared for financial freedom and independence sooner than later. So they're very ambitious, they're very money focused, although their work ethic it's not quite the same. I don't understand how the two go together sometimes, but we do find that ladies are a little bit more proactive now about understanding how to get their financial world straight so they can retire early. That's why introducing Financially Mindful Society is exciting. It's addressing those younger people that want to be able to position themselves. So Shuntel is the founder of Financially Mindful, and I'm just so excited because I know what it's going to bring to our younger clients.
So, what is the ideal age?
Age is between 30 and 55. I'm not saying the 29 and under cannot join. Yes, they definitely can join. However, once you reach age 30, something just really happens. You just really start to get a little bit more serious with your money or with your life. We really would love the 30 and older, like I said, up to 55. Past the 55, we're really needing to position you to retirement because now you're within the red zone, as Joyce likes to call it, of retirement. So that's the age range between 30 and 55.
My generation looked for the man to make the bread, the bacon, and we cooked it, whatever that thing is. Yeah,
Bring on the bacon fried up in the pan.
that part.
That's what we were used to, right? The men working and then the women being able to stay at home and so forth. Well, that's changed. Women are now out and about getting their job and they're climbing up that ladder and everything and becoming entrepreneurs as well. So the family dynamics have changed. We have to make sure that we are changing with those times as well. And that includes our finances. So, see, when we were younger and in other generations, money talk was a taboo. So we weren't talking about money at home. We around the dinner table, that stuff wasn't talked about. So that's what the Financially Mindful Society is about. Is to be able to bring those conversations so that they become more aware and so they can now start doing more things with their money.
Okay, what is the biggest obstacle? Money or the mindset? I already kind of know the answer. I said it out loud.
It's both. It's actually both. The mindset plays a part because you do have to be aware. You do have to, be aware of your finances. But because what has happened in our childhood affects how we react to financial decisions in our adulthood, right? Things we might have seen our mother or saw our father or our grandmother do. So we think that's how we're supposed to do. Well, in fact, again, as I mentioned, it's taboo, so it wasn't talked about to find out why maybe they made that decision they made. So they're just thinking that's what I'm supposed to do. That's how I'm supposed to react with money. That's how, when this comes up, this is what I'm supposed to do. So it's a reaction to situations and not being more proactive to situations and start planning out and start, developing how you want your money to work for you versus you on a hamster wheel trying to do what you think you're supposed to do and it's not happening.
I think it's the mindset so much. And I agree. Yes, obviously it is the money too. But what I think about when I think about financially mindful is back to when you talk about your money story. And we all know we have one. I've shared mine, Francine has shared hers. But that money story was birthed and shaped around beliefs that we learned or things that we saw or experienced with money early on. And good, bad, or indifferent, they have dictated how we view money, how we save, how we spend, how we process financial situations. Those childhood influences, the ones that have been positive, I remember some are positive ones, but there's also those ones where stay ingrained in your head. Money doesn't grow on trees, scarcity maybe mindset, or in my case, boys are good in math and girls are not. So I struggled with math and later to find out, heck, I'm good in math. But the reality of it is, somewhere along the way, you have to challenge those misconceptions about money and your beliefs. And that starts with the mindset. That starts with self-talk, saying things like, I am going to be wealthy. I am good in math. I am handling my finances versus bad in math or I'm broke. With financially mindful, we capture both the ladies that are on that side, but also it's a place and a space for those ladies that were fortunate enough to have good money stories, right? I mean, you share yours as your parents were entrepreneurs. Some of us did have some really strong money history. And so those are beliefs that have allowed us maybe to be quicker to get our finances in order. Maybe this given us an advantage. So those ladies have a place too, because now it's about creating a community to share and how you scale that, right? So if you got something and you were really good at it, take the time now to lift another lady up, share that. And that's what I think the society does. It gives us a chance to blend both of those.
So in the sessions, we do exercises and reflection, self-reflection, right? And in those self-reflection exercises, it helps to start putting names to behaviors. And so once you name something, then now you can start doing something about it, right? So, as Joyce mentioned, there's some positives and there's some negative, behaviors or patterns or beliefs that we all have grown up with. And the thing about it is, you can have two sisters in the same home, same experiences with that mother. Say that the mother was a saver, right? Let's do positives. Let's say the mother was a saver. Well, you can have one sister who continued on in that positive behavior and has saved also. But then you have the other sister that does not save, right? And that is because she took that experience to affect her decision making, to affect how she sees money. She can say, I don't want to save because I want to buy X. And by me saving doesn't allow me to buy X. So she's taking the whole positive behaviors from her childhood, but it turned to a negative for her. And so
Mhm.
through the society and the self-reflection questions and exercises, it helps us to dig deep, uncover some of those behaviors that actually did take place in the childhood. And then once we understand those triggers and put names to it, now we can find another way around to not have to be triggered the way that you are now triggered. We'll find another way to be able to deal with those decisions that you have to make.
Wow, if you're just now tuning in, it is Proactive Women presents the uncomfortable financial conversations we're having with women. Today's episode is sponsored by JPFG Wealth Management. They provide the roadmap to get you to your financial destination in the most efficient way. You can log on to jpfgwealthmanagement.com. Today we have our guest, it's Shuntel, and we're going to be members of the society.
Yeah.
So tell us more, because when we say community, we're serious.
We're very serious because of the fact of by having members of all ages, we're able to learn off of each other, talk to each other, like Joyce said, grow with each other. What she went through is not what I went through, but we can actually connect and learn from each other, right? So it is a society, it is community, if you will. We will be having some events where we are going to all be together, right? We're all going to be able to, shake hands and see eyeball to eyeball and talk, right? So, that helps it to be a community. We'll have some conversations that maybe somebody can relate to. Oh, I went through that. And that's some of the self-reflection questions. Did you go through this and how did it affect you? And you'll be able to relate to some of those type of behaviors or actions that, we're going to be talking about. So it is a community.
We are starting to retire early, and retirement looks totally different today than it did when our parents and our grandparents retired. One of the biggest advantages of creating this community, this society, is that we're now able to explore what retirement looks like today versus how it looked yesterday. Our parents and our grandparents, it was not uncommon to work the same job for 30, 40 years, retire with a pension, collect your Social Security check, and you were done. That's not going to be the case going forward. One, Social Security needs to be revisited. Pensions are a thing of the past. People are now not staying on the same job for 20, 30 years. It's more like 5 years, 10 years, and you're out, you're to the next thing. So as the landscape changes, so does the conversation with ladies, and society gives us an opportunity to have a space to do some deep diving into those things before we get to that rightful age where we are literally pulling the trigger and walking out the door. So when I get that question asked, what should I be doing in my 30s so that I don't have to work till I'm 70? That question comes up, and that's what the society answers. And it answers it through a series of sessions that will allow you to build your foundation. Then it will allow you to kind of manage it, right? And then, of course, grow it. So the society matches perfectly with what we're doing at JP Financial Group for our retirees or soon to be retirees.
And they can go to the website, jpfinancialgroupllc.com, look up the society. You can do that. But we need Shuntel to tell us.
Yeah, so there's actually two memberships in the society. The society membership, it's $67 a month. And what you do get with that is the monthly coaching and the exercises, the mindset, the habit coaching, tools and resources and support, right? But if you join now, you will automatically be rolled over to the charter membership, which includes access to the lifestyle plan software. So you'll be having software that you can use to be able to help with your lifestyle planning. What is lifestyle planning? That is better word than budget. I do
Ah,
not like the word budget because when you say it, people shy away. So it's a lifestyle plan, and that's part of the sessions. And then the charter also will have pop-up sessions because I can kind of get a little long-winded, I know, but what we are trying to make sure we keep the sessions in no more than the hour. So I might have a pop-up session where we're going even further into some of the information that we've talked about in the session. We'll have quarterly 401k reviews, right, with our wealth manager from JPFG Wealth Management. He'll be coming in, Chaz Laney, on a quarterly basis, talking about the 401ks, right? What should you be doing with your 401k? Are you in the right things, right? And then other exclusive events that we'll have, said the in-person ones that you can actually reach out and touch somebody, right? And those are the ones that make you feel good, the feel good sessions, because the fact of now you're actually having that connection with somebody, you're seeing that person face to face, and then you're having those conversations. And that goes a long way because now, again, you're building community, you're building support, you're building where we'll have the accountability, right? So if you say you want something as a goal, we're going to hold you accountable.
Because I think every woman kind of buys emotionally. I don't know. I can't say that for sure, but I do.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. And that's talked about, right? That's definitely a behavior or pattern that we talk about because it's a trigger. What is triggering it? So you're saying it's an emotional, right? Okay. So what emotion is triggering that spending habit? Is it when you're sad? So when you're sad or upset about something, I'm going to go out and spend, and that's making you feel better. Well, then might be another person who just does it when they're happy, sad, mad, glad, right? They're just suspended, right? So we got to start digging down and diving into why you have that pattern, why you have that habit. And we got to unfold it and find out, okay, so when I'm happy, I'm, spending, or when I'm sad, I'm spending. Okay, so what else can we do differently when you get sad, right? What are the things that we can put in place instead of the spending? And so we're going to kind of dig down and then replace those habits with positive habits.
Just got to do a little housekeeping. If you are retiring, want to retire all the good things with the R word, text the word guide, GUIDE to 704-412-2665 because we all want to retire. It's not like I'm just going to work to the day I'm put in the ground or whatever it is. We can actually choose what we want to happen. But we have our fabulous guest with us today, and we're going to do a rapid fire question. Shuntel, what is the biggest money myth women believe?
That they can't save.
Because there's so many other things that takes their money, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They find other reasons why they can't
Yeah,
save.
yeah. My
You know.
kids, my spouse,
Yep. Yep.
it's not enough.
Even with how expensive things are getting now, I can't save. That's a big myth.
Okay, I got one. One habit every woman should start today.
I want you to start saving. My mother always used to say, save even if it's $1. And the thing about it is, even if it's $1, you are starting a habit. It's a positive habit. So then that way, when you are able to save $10, it's already an automatic. When you are able to save $100, it's an automatic. If you are able to save the 500 or 1,000 a month, it's automatic and you're not thinking about it because it became a habit. So
Mhm.
that's what I want them to start doing is to start saving something every single month.
The ones that are saving, they're probably saying, yes, I agree. And the ones who are not saving, okay, I got it. I got to start saving. I got it. Most common financial mistake.
What is a mistake? A mistake is not being aware of where your money is going each and every month.
Mm.
You have to be aware of, even if there's more month than money, you have to still be aware of where it's going, right? And that's what the lifestyle plan, I talked about the lifestyle plan. That's what that is for. Because say, yes, you might want to get your hair done every other week. Okay, and I want to get my nails done. Okay, fine. Put that into the lifestyle plan, right? I love to eat. So I got to put that into my lifestyle plan. So that way I'm knowing, okay, yes, I allotted this amount of money for me to be able to eat. We got a Whataburger, what, last year or this year, or whatever, right? Because that was my favorite thing when I went and visited my family down in Texas, right? So I allowed me some Whataburger money, right?
What? Okay, wait. Beep, back up. Beep, beep.
I know,
What's the
right?
name of what burger is that?
What about
What a burger. What a burger. So I put that in my plan because I know I'm going to be hitting up Whataburger at least once a week. I just am. I'm sorry, right? That's why I said earlier I don't like the word budget. Because as soon as you say budget, people think of, oh, restrictions. Oh, something I can't have this, I can't have this. No, that's not what you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have a lifestyle plan. And in that lifestyle plan, you're allowing yourself to spend your money the way you want to spend it. Things that have to be paid, you are accounting for that, but then you're also accounting for the things that you want to take place. Like I said, the nails, the hair, whatever. So we're going to put that in there. Now, if there ends up being not enough money to cover all that, then we kind of got to scale and look and see, okay, and so did we spend too much on the Whataburger this month? Did we spend too much on the shoes, the Joyce's
no,
favorite, right? We buy a pair too many that month.
no.
We only buy 2 pairs that month instead of the 4, right? It's clarity is what it is. It's being able to have clarity as to exactly what's coming in and what's going out. And if what's going out are in the appropriate places. So we
Mm.
can include it, but we got to make sure it is in the appropriate places and it's covering the appropriate amount of things that need to be covered.
Know where your money is going.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I know where my money's going," but then when I say, "Okay, well, how much did you spend on shoes this month?" I don't know. How much did you spend at the Whataburger this month? I don't know. Well, did you pay this bill? Oh, I was short. Okay, well, then I wonder why. Just kind of things like that, right? But even though, like I said, we still want to make sure we're covering the bills and we still have some monies for life, if you will, we are in the know. We know exactly how many shoes we can buy, not just buying, buying, buying. We know, okay, this month I can buy 1 pair, and that's the pair I'm going to buy. Next month, I might can be in position and buy 2 pair, right? Or I might be setting myself up to whereas next month I can buy 3 pair. So you know what I mean? It's just being in the know. When you know something, you're able to operate differently than
Mm.
not knowing. Not knowing, you're just reacting to what is taking place, what is happening, versus being more proactive and planning for it. And then that way, when you plan for it, then you know it can take place.
I'm excited about the society. She's hitting on all of those key points. We need accountability, even myself with shoes. The no judgment. So it's a safe space to talk through these uncomfortable habits, maybe, and know that you're not being judged, but you are being challenged, you are being held accountable, and you're making progress because of it.
Money muscle.
I talk about building muscle, right? You have to exercise to build that muscle. So we have to use the society to be able to learn and to be able to set goals and then be able to monitor, making sure that, okay, yes, I'm on track, or no, I need to tweak this. It's allowing you to be able to do that tweak, right? Because, yeah, we might have to, okay, I planned for X happening this month and it didn't happen. Okay, what are some of the things that happened that allowed this not to happen? It gets in the way. Life happens all the time. It's allowing us to reflect on our monthly events to see as to what stopped us. What are those roadblocks? Was it our habit? Was it our mindset? Right? Or was it actually there was no money? That's 2 different things. If it's our mindset, we definitely have to do some self reflection, some work to figure out, okay, what's blocking us in the mindset that's not allowing us to reach our goals. Now, if it's because there was not enough money, okay, now that's a whole nother conversation. Let's find some ways to get you some additional money. What is it that you can do? Let's talk about your skills, talents, and abilities that you can now use to be able to create that additional source of income. So then that way, now that is taking place. And now we can start reaching our goals. We're utilizing the mindset and now the additional monies to be able to create a better financial future.
Today's episode is brought to you by JPFG Wealth Management. They provide the roadmap to get you to your financial destination in the most efficient way. So log on, learn more at jpfgwealthmanagement.com. You can text the word guide if you need a retirement guide. Text the word guide, GUIDE, to 704-412-2665. You want to be part of the society? Just go to the website of jpfinancialgroupllc.com or just text the word society to 704-412-2665. Our fabulous Shuntel McRaven is our certified, money coach with Financially Mindful Society. And we want to be a part of that. Here comes the homework, y'all. Here comes the action plan, y'all. Here comes the fix.
I cannot go without telling you, you've got to take action like everything else. If you heard yourself somewhere in there, this is your invitation. It's opening, it's charter membership. You'll become a part of the founding class that shapes this community. As a chartered member, you're going to receive some special recognition. This is an opportunity for you to do that. The society is now open, following through on the exercises and the conversations and the action items.
So the membership fee is $67 a month. And if you join now, you will automatically go to the charter membership. And so that's for a limited time only. After time is up, then you have to then pay the increased price for the charter membership. The society itself will remain $67, but to get the charter where all the bells and whistles is going to increase in price. So we want you to get in now at the society membership cost of $67 a month. And let me correct myself. I said cost. Let's say invest in yourself.
Did we say if it was for women only? I know we're a women's financial boutique.
Men, we have something different for you.
We still like men too,
I
but
like men
societies just for our girls.
What's your favorite financial book, Shuntel?
I have two actually. The Psychology of Money.
Oh, by Morgan Housel.
Correct. And he has another one, The Art of Spending Money. A lot of the exercises and principles are going to be based around some of that that's in the book because it was that good.
Joyce has these 3 pillars.
Build it, manage it. And lastly, we've got to grow it. Build the process, build the habits like Financially Mindful is talking about. Build that habit, that discipline, and then manage what you have, right? It's not always the person who has the most. It's the one who's able to manage what they have the best. And then ultimately, we want to grow it. We want to scale it. If you've got it going on, let's get it going on even more. Creating a legacy, if that's something that's important to you. Building something that lasts beyond yourself.
I just hope everybody that is listening joins right away so we can get started. As soon as you join, you'll get a welcome packet in your portal. And in that portal, some exercises for you to start doing. And I cannot wait to see you inside.
And Joyce, and you always say at the end of every show,
pink is the new color of money.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Proactive Women Presents the Uncomfortable Financial Conversations with Women. We want to know your truth. You can log on to jpfinancialgroupllc.com. You can listen to the show on demand on all streaming platforms. You like watching YouTube? We're there too. Our handle is The Proactive Woman Podcast. We'll see you next week, same time, same station. And you have a great week, okay? Bye-bye, everybody.